Alrighty, folks, this is my weekly check-in with the Hub. These are all contributors to the Hub in Fresno, which is an office building I use for the sole purpose of helping people in Fresno get started with real estate investing, buy homes, and most importantly, help document some stories. Let's go ahead and welcome Matt to the show. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
I'm doing well, man. So we were sharing off air that you had a very good week. This death of the housing market is greatly exaggerated. Apparently, first-time home buyers are still out doing the work, finding good deals, and I'll let you share whatever numbers you're comfortable with sharing. But I guess people are still buying, huh?
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing that I hope it's, proof or at least encouragement to some people that, great deals are still out there, because, the people that we work with are not just going out there and, submitting any old offer. If I looked at it, especially over the last 4 to 6 weeks, I would say 75%, 75 to 80% have seller concessions and or price reduction. And so I'm working with buyers that are winning. And the greatest part is you can have buyer win, seller win, everybody can win, right?
Yeah.
The seller's got a goal. It's to sell the house, and maybe they don't get as much as they thought or wanted, or their neighbor got in May, but they get a price that's fair. They've still seen plenty of equity over the last 3 or 4 years. So I don't think any of us should cry for a seller that gets 20,000 less than what they had hoped.
Right.
But for the buyer, whether it's a form of a, concession and a credit that helps them buy the rate down permanently, or a 2-1 or a 1-0, the flexibility to structure a deal that makes sense for a buyer is beautiful. And so what I will share, a great conversation I had on Saturday, one rental at a time follower, somebody who's been doing the work. And this wasn't part of the 7 deals we submitted last week. This is one that hopefully turns into a deal this week or next. I love when buyers are willing to get creative. And one, did the work, so knows exactly what they're looking for. And two, based on this scenario, it's not always the case, and I don't want to piss off real estate agents, but in some cases, I said, listen, the listing agent of this house is a great agent. And so you might be better served going directly to them. They're going to be incentivized to accept your offer because they're either going to have somebody in their office represent you on the buy side, or like, I'm confident the great agents can represent both sides and create a win-win. And so knew the property he wanted, knew he wanted to structure in some credit. And I asked the buyer, I said, you want to connect to the listing agent first? You want me to? I called this listing agent at 8:30 on Saturday night, and funny conversation between me and this listing agent where I said, I think this call is worth your while. So thanks for answering on 8:30 on a Saturday night. An agent who does 30 or 40 million a year in volume, does a lot of, transactions, is talking to me at 8:30 on a Saturday night, right? Versus an agent who does 2 or 3 deals a year, wonders why they don't have any business, shuts their phone off between Friday night and Monday morning. So those are the type of things where every situation in real estate is different, but sometimes, you get creative. And that is what I'm seeing more than anything, honestly, is creativity and willingness to do the work and go out there and find great deals. I think my buyers who have gotten into contract, 75 or 80% of them getting concessions, is proof that one, it works, and two, it's happening.
Yeah, take your shot. Take your shot. Well, Ty, you've been in the game a long time. You've got more years experience than I do. I know this works, right? Doing the work, getting creative, finding what the seller wants, giving it. What's going on in your world?
Very similar to Matt. Surprisingly, I had a deal that came across my desk a couple of weeks ago, friends of family friends, and they want to buy this ranch, but they've got to sell the down lake property, their existing home, contingent, so trying to put together a contingency deal in this competitive market, about $1 million sales price on the up lake property, about $500,000, less than $500,000 on the down lake property. And you know what? We got the stars to align. Listing agent on the, I'll call $1 million property, great listing agent. understood what we were doing, knew that we were going to sell the down lake property pretty quick. It was a unique kind of a ranch country type of property on the up leg. So he, you know, again, he understood the dynamics of it. But the big thing was this. Originally, when the buyer goes to get and looks at, talks to a mortgage broker to get pre-approved, a family friend of theirs as well, sticker shock, right? Oh my God, how much? I can't believe we're not going to be able to do this. Then all of a sudden they go, okay, the equity from our home. Okay. Then they go, okay, a little bit of retirement funds. What if we draw some retirement money? All of a sudden now they're able to cobble together a significant enough down payment where they're going to put about 50% down, but it's their dream home. And it's a one-of-a-kind type of a property. It's around the corner from where they live. And so you see the stars align. And again, the property, the Upleg property had been on the market more than 60 days. And so one of the unique things is that was also part of, you know, just a little bit of a softening, a unique property. So, you know, again, kudos to my clients for having the wherewithal and their own way and their own consumer, you know, they're going to do probably 2-3 transactions in their lifetime,
right?
You know, real estate. But for them to say, okay, we're willing to do the work. Let's work with the lender. Let's talk to our retirement custodian. Let's sell. What do we do with this house? You know, like all of it. And the stars lined up. We're literally opening escrow today on that transaction. And it was because a consumer that really, this is their dream home, by the way. You know, they've got chickens and a little farm and, you know, so this is going to be their forever home. So It's just kind of cool, happy ending story, a little different than what I normally do, but super, super cool.
Nice. Well, Ty, I know you got to bounce to go to a meeting, so you can shut down anytime. Don't feel like you have to like try to squeeze it in. So if you got to go for it.
Ty. I will. I want to just shout you out, and that I am so excited for what you're doing. If people don't know, if you're watching this right now, I twist Michael's arm to, you've got to do more. You've got to give more. You've got to share more. And so he's doing a 10-week boot camp. He's going to be modest when he doesn't like promoting. I'm happy to promote you because I believe in you. And you've been such a blessing, not just to me, but all the realtors that I've helped coach, the entire community that with Adrian, myself, with Omar, everybody in our atmosphere has been blessed by you. So folks, if you have any interest in investing in yourself between now and the end of the year, get together with Michael on his 10-week boot camp. You can find the link at onerentalatatime.com. Michael, dude, I love what you're doing. I'm so excited about what we're doing in our community. Thank you for having me on. I've got to bounce.
You got it. Take care. Thanks for kicking me in the ass. Bye. Hi, Elaine. You were next up. How you doing, Elaine?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. So any more insurance brokers or companies back out of California in the last 48 hours?
Actually,
yes. Oh no, I was kidding.
No. Yes,
that was a joke.
But we had one, and he actually is a listener, or he subscribes to your channel, because I had one of our reps call me, and he's like, "Hey, I saw you on YouTube," and I was like, "What?
What do you mean?"
Goes, yeah, I listen to Michael Zuber all the time, and he said, "I saw you," and he goes, "Did you know that we're writing standalone home?" So they're a little strict on the personal side on that standalone home product, as far as like age of home and specs like that, but they're writing standalone home, and right now, like literally almost nobody is doing that. So
Awesome.
that was really good news, and it was good news that I didn't even know I had that product, because it's through a GA, and which has, you know, 10,
look at that. One rental at a time is bringing more stuff. I love this. I love this community.
It was really great news to hear from him. I was so excited. I told Chad, and he was like, "Oh my God, yes."
Thank gosh.
I'm so excited, because Aegis, one of the companies, had pulled out right at the beginning of last month. And then American Modern, they took off, but they kept their dwelling fire program. Now most recently they're doing mobile home stuff, which they weren't doing at all, and nobody is in California at all right now.
Well, I know you're helping me with the policy. I got canceled on, I don't know, was that 90 days ago or so? You and I'll probably talk this afternoon.
Yes.
So I look forward to getting that done. But yeah,
Yeah.
folks, if you are a California investor or California homeowner and had your insurance policy canceled, or worse, you think it might happen, I strongly suggest reaching out to Elaine. She's helping lots of one rental at a time fans in California just understand what is possible. Elaine, real quick, what's the phone number?
Yeah, it's 559-696-9196. And just really quickly, we're having a lot of luck in the commercial programs. If they have more than 2 properties, we can put it on a commercial package. You can package that with an umbrella on top of it. Keep
Nice.
the underlying liability limits low, 1 million, 2 million. And then if they need more, if they have more properties, we can also umbrella that. So we're having a lot of good luck on the commercial package side.
Folks, trust me, if you're a California homeowner or investor, you need to talk to Elaine, understand what she just said. If you don't have an umbrella policy, what are you doing? That's irresponsible. Let me just
Right.
tell you that right now. But Elaine, again, 559-696-9196. Awesome.
That's
Thank you
it.
so much.
You're welcome.
Carlos, you were next up, man. You in your car, you at Home Depot or job site? What's going on with good old Carlos?
I just got off the freeway.
Good for you.
So I'm right here. I'm heading to another job site. They're across from each other. So overall, I had a great weekend. Had joined Stratton's mastermind over the weekend. It was pretty
Nice.
good. Yeah. I met other wholesalers, met other flippers, and other people that do commercial, and pretty much it was a good time. Good time.
Nice. Yeah, we got to get some more projects going. Again, I think we'll get to Patrick here in a minute. I think the days on market to go up, and we're going to get another shot at properties like Manor or Michigan or things of that nature. So, what's going on with your flip? You did another a video about the concrete over the weekend. I saw that. I loaded that for Sunday, I think. How's the inside going?
It is going. We're finishing up the windows. We're gonna paint the exterior this week. So right now I have somebody there doing the stucco, and once they're done with that, we'll let it cure a little bit, and then we're gonna paint. Um, and then we'll tackle the inside, because I have one team and we have them split in half,
Sure.
and they're doing. We are doing 2 flips as we
Yeah.
talk, that we're doing as well. Yeah.
Nice. Well, Carlos, so somebody want to get a quote, because you do work for me and many other one rental at a time fans. How should they reach out to you to see how you can help them?
Most definitely, you can reach out at 559-681-8431. That's 559-681-8431. And you will be speaking to my lovely wife, Martha, and let her know you heard us from One Rental at a Time.
Yeah, Martha's a treasure. She's such a nice person. I actually met her first before I met you years ago. She met me at the hub. Yeah. Her and your eldest daughter, as I recall. So pretty cool story. She's wonderful. Mr. Patrick Kim, how are you, sir?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you guys?
I'm doing very, very well. So I don't know if you've heard, but on the daily financial news, I think housing transactions are going below 4 million this month. But that means the opportunity for folks that are doing the work is going up, because everybody is scared. And I think it's time for you and I to start looking at 30 days on market and maybe even start writing some disrespectful offers like we did last year. So what's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm all about it. I don't know how much you've been able to connect with Adam, but from the last time I was able to speak with him, he said he's willing to, and he's on board with that as well. But yeah, we will start doing that again, start chipping away at it, and see what the market produces and blesses us with. So
yeah, I'm curious, what are real estate agents in Fresno talking about? Because what I'm seeing as an outsider, it's definitely slow at the high end, right? North of 500 grand seems very slow.
sure.
But clean properties below the median still seem to sell like in days. It's wild.
Very much so. Yep. It's very well under the 15-day mark. I mean, you know, with any seller, they are going to try to get to the top of the market, and as it's just going to be that, but yeah, like you said, if it's a clean deal, it's well under 15 days on average. It's still lingering around the 30-day mark. I think I saw a slight dip from the last 2 previous months. But there was a funky thing that happened in Fresno. I don't know if you guys heard, the Fresno MLS shut down. So that might have something to do with it, but we're getting back into the swing of things. So So yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
One of the things that I will admit, I'm a little disappointed in the one rental at a time kind of community, right? The
Sure.
reach of this channel is we have yet to document an FHA or VA buyer in Fresno.
Yeah.
I would have hoped with the hundreds and quite possibly thousands of Fresno watchers that somebody would have known someone that said, you know what? I want to document my story, the good or the bad. Buying an FHA
Right.
home, VA home today is tough. Not impossible, as Matt was sharing with us earlier. Deals are getting done. But I
Right.
was really hoping we would document a couple of stories and we could unleash the one rental at a time community to help someone. So if somebody wanted to raise their hand, Patrick, how do they do that?
Yeah, if you want to just reach out to me, 559-825-7559. That's 825-7559. And I would be more than ecstatic to help you guys out. Like you
Yeah,
said,
document the
connect with,
story. We got a room. I
right.
mean, the whole thing, right? So
Yep, we got a
very,
lender at
very
Matt
cool.
Goose right there, and we'll get it taken care of.
Yeah, very, very cool. Well, Matt, I actually failed to ask, how do people reach out to you? Again, I believe the story that you started off on this call is the market is finally slowing down. It is finally rewarding buyers that do the work. And I think that is going to be the truth for the rest of the year. If you do the work, you knew your numbers, you ask for seller credits, you do 2-1, whatever is right for you, you don't have to overpay. You don't have to pay list price. I'm ecstatic for what's coming, but how do people get pre-approved and know what's what in your world?
Sure, yeah, you're 100% right. To connect with me and my team, greatmortgagebroker.com. I also would love, to document a story in Fresno, and I don't have to guess whether or not doing the work is working, whether or not people are getting great deals. I have proof of it every single week.
Every
Buyers
week you had
are, winning, they're getting into contract. So greatmortgagebroker.com. If you want to connect me and my team anywhere in the US, we can do your loan anywhere. Specifically Fresno, let's document it. I'd be happy to. And so
That's
yeah,
awesome.
greatmortgagebroker.com.
Very cool. Elaine, you're helping all kinds of California homeowners and investors. How do they reach out to you, get started?
They can either call or text 559-696-9196, or they can email elaine@fastsavings.co.
Folks, if you are, again, a California homeowner investor, I suggest getting an insurance broker in your Rolodex. At least reach out to her, even if you still have your policies, because you never know where you're going to get one of those letters. They are not fun. So be prepared. Reach out to Elaine. She is wonderful. And Elaine, we can talk probably after 1 o'clock today about my
Sure.
McKinsey property.
Yes.
Very cool. And then Carlos, you're doing amazing things for me and so many others. How do people reach out and get a quote?
Well, definitely 559-681-8431, 559-681-8431.
And Patrick, if somebody wanted to buy, sell, do anything in the Fresno market, invest, how do they reach out to you and get something started?
Area code 559-825-7559.
Folks, you guys are all amazing. Thank you for being a part of the hub. Thank you for helping so many people every week. I appreciate you. We'll talk next week. Later.
Have a good week. See you guys.